We are here, we are here, we are here. On this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. And we are marking up ALNY stock. We are in the monthly time frame. Price action, bullish green candle. Look like it's pushing up from a pattern. Also, it did reach the area high, so we're going to look for see if that market's going to break out of that area, or we may receive a consolidation. Price action, overall higher highs. Price action, overall lower lows. Midpoint. Second level highs. So let's zoom into price to see what's going on. So price action, last candle in the market is a bullish green candle. We can see market has reached that area of resistance of that SR line. So market is coming from a pattern below, which is the first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg retest. So it's quarter of the formation of the pattern formed from the third leg to fourth leg, and then after that the market pushed with a bullish green candle to work its way up resistance. If we think about adding a midpoint in that area, the market can return to this area to work up further for a break and retest. If not, the break and retest can happen at the highest high of that SR line. Here, break, retest, they work its way up further. Also, this market can run into an area of resistance for a decline for that market to come down. If so, market's coming from a overall first leg, second leg, third leg, looking for a pattern to identify itself here from Forex pattern cheat sheet, and the market can drop down for that M pattern, or the market can consolidate within this area here of price action, highest high, and the midpoint of that area. Walking down to the weekly time frame. So overall, we can see that pattern form that pushed that market up. Price action on the weekly time frame, bullish green candle. It did break the midpoint. We didn't follow up with a retest for that market to push up, and it did reach up to the overall highest high, and we still didn't follow up with the retest of that area as well for that market to come up. So the market can break, retest, work its way up to this level here, or it could come back to that midpoint to finally retest to work its way up. If not, market's coming from an overall pattern. So price action is that still that bullish green candle in the weekly, so it'd be coming from that overall first, second, third, retest one, and the market come down for overall retest, came back up for a second or third spike to that area, and so we're looking for a pattern to identify itself once again, just like the monthly time frame, to see if that market's going to drop. If so, market's coming from 4 pushes to that top, which is a quadruple top or triple top in a retest. Currently on the daily time frame, we do have a huge gap in the market. Price action on the daily time frame is a doji. So with that big gap, market pushed all the way up, stopped at a doji at that above the SR line, which is considered a retest. So market spiked up, invisible line, retest, and we're just sitting there. So we got to figure out what's going to go on as we walk down further. So that market can be retesting to follow with another bullish green candle to work its way up. If not, we could receive a pattern here or a bearish red candle that can engulf the price action candle to work its way back down, or that market can consolidate within this area. On the 4-hour time frame, we are receiving consolidation. So price action, second last candle side by side. So what happened is the market spiked up once, spiked up twice, and just hanging up here. So it's a double top. Also, there's a major pattern here with this second last candle, which is a wick up to the high, showing that the market's lost resistance, so it may be declining for a drop, but still waiting for that pattern to identify itself. We do have price action candle body above the previous body, but the wick is not above the previous wick, so that can be forming some type of wedge pattern. On the 3-hour time frame, what we see is third to last candle spiked up, second last candle is a retest, price action is a push. Okay, so market's on that. If this market's going to work its way up, market's on that first leg, second leg so far. So that's the break retest to see if that market's going to break out. If not, it's going to still consolidate within that wedge pattern. And if it declines, we're looking for that market to, we got that spike for the first time, market came down, spike for the second time. If we receive a bearish red candle, market's coming down from a double top. On the 2 hours, reading the same thing. Market spiked up, retest with the push, price action. It's trying to engulf the fourth to last candle of the market. It didn't engulf the wick, didn't close out yet, but it still have a long, price action did engulf the fourth to last candle body, but still didn't engulf the wick, so that market can still have a drop down that area. If not, we'll see that break and retest, and that market's work its way up. On the 1 hour, reading the same as well. On the 45-minute, reading the same as well. So price is trying to break that midpoint. So we have price action high, low. Think about having a midpoint in the middle. Market did break that midpoint just a little bit. So we're gonna see if we're gonna follow up the retest or some type of pattern as we walk down the time frame. Headed down to the 30, reading the same thing. Headed down to the 15, reading the same thing. But at the bottom of that price action of the support, we are receiving a pattern. So let's take a closer look at what's going on in that area. So coming down for the first leg, second leg, third leg, fourth leg, retest. Market pushed up once. It did break the midpoint in that area. So we're going to see if it's going to push up further or follow up with a retest at that midpoint within that red wedge to retest to work its way up further. So price action is coming from a double bottom or in a retest or a triple bottom, or it could be a head and shoulders pattern, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. On a 5-minute time frame, price action, bearish red doji, side by side. So it's like a consolidation. Could be coming down for a support for that push. So we did receive the break. Market worked away sideways a little bit. It can be coming back to that support for a full retest to work its way up further. If not, that can be the retest for the break, retest with price action. If we receive a bullish red candle after that, that can push that market up for the break and retest. On a 3-minute time frame, same as well. So second last candle is a doji. Price action is a bearish red candle with a little bit of support at the bottom. May have to follow up with the following candle to see what the market's going to do. But we do want to see the price action candle eventually break the second last candle, or the following candle break the second last candle to push that market up or down from an engulfment. On the 1 minute, see what's going on. So on the 1 minute time frame, we did receive a break, a retest. The market pushed to a high, had a hard time breaking this area, formed like some type of double top, came back to retest that midpoint of that area. So we have a break, retest, looking for a pattern to identify itself to see if it's going to push up. If not, if it comes down with the bearish red candle back to that midpoint, could be break and retest the bottom to work its way back down to that previous area. Please review Forex pattern cheat sheet, breakout retest. Okay guys, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis. Thank you for watching and thank you for your attention. ALNY stock.